Hey guys, it is Esti and Justin from Not For Long Media.
If you like the video you're about to watch, be sure to like the video itself and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it.
Enjoy the video, and also don't forget to follow us on our socials at Not For Long Media on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Okay, what has surprised you in this process? Because there's some new things. There's some things maybe that you're a professional in this, so a lot of things may surprise me. But for you, is there something that crossed your mind and say, wow, I did not anticipate it being like this?
I was surprised by the sheer number of people who signed up to be Barstool Athletes, how quickly that happened. I heard a figure recently that I think they've signed up roughly 150,000 college athletes. And I'm not quite sure what they've signed up to. And I'm not sure that they know what they've signed up for, but all these athletes, like it was like a storm, like a hurricane of athletes. Just all of a sudden you look at their Instagram bios and it said hashtag Barstool Athlete. I'm like, how is this possible? And what's going on? I think a lot of schools were not necessarily prepared for that either. There were questions. One, is this kosher from a sports betting perspective? Because a lot of states have laws that restrict athletes from doing endorsements for sports betting. Side note, interestingly, today, a company, Maxim Bet, became the first, as far as I'm aware of, to offer all female athletes in the state of Colorado an endorsement deal to promote a sports betting company.
Wow.
And apparently the colleges in that state have put their hands up in the air and said, our law doesn't prevent it. We're not going to get in the way. Going back to Barstool, and I will say that's also something I didn't necessarily expect. But going back to Barstool, the other thing I wouldn't say I didn't expect, but it's become somewhat of an issue, would be the use of the marks of the universities without consent. These are trademarks, registered trademarks, and you can't use someone else's marks without having permission to do so. And I know that's become a point of contention for some schools, to the extent that some schools have asked their athletes to remove themselves from this type of relationship. And I think that'll be interesting going forward, which is the types of content that are used, whether it's completely cleared, and including trademark usage and whether or not there's permission to use it. Because the last thing we really want would be athletes putting themselves in precarious positions and adding unnecessary exposure for themselves.